Think about the phone in your hand, the plane you just flew on, or the AI chip everyone is screaming about. None of them exist without two companies you've probably never heard of: Ametek and Keysight. One is a silent assassin of efficiency, the other is a high-tech wizard of the future. This isn't just a business rivalry. It's a battle between two completely different ways of making money. Today, at HDIN Research, we're cracking open their 2026 playbooks to see who truly owns the future of measurement. To understand these two, you have to look at their DNA. Ametek is like a professional house flipper. They find small, specialized companies that are already good, buy them, and then squeeze every drop of efficiency out of them until they bleed profit. On the other side, Keysight is the visionary architect. They don't just buy the house, they invent the new materials the house is built from. While Ametek buys today, Keysight is busy coding tomorrow. Here's where it gets weird. Keysight is growing faster, hitting 8% purely on its own merits, thanks to the AI boom. But there's a catch. To get that growth, they have to set a massive pile of money on fire every year in R&D. We call this innovation debt. Ametek grows slower, but they do it by shopping. They don't gamble on inventions, they just buy proven winners. It's the difference between trying to invent a new pizza or just buying the most popular pizzeria in town. Look at this chasm. Keysight spends nearly 19% of every dollar they earn just on research. That's enough to buy a Tesla for every single person in a mid-sized town. Ametek spends 5%. Why? Because Ametek lets others do the risky inventing, then they swoop in once the product works. The result? Ametek walks away with a 27% profit margin, while Keysight is stuck at 16%. Keysight is working harder. Ametek is working smarter. Now, let's talk about their favorite hobby, shopping. Both companies spent big recently, but for totally different reasons. One bought a tool set, the other bought a brain. Ametek just picked up Kern and FARO. These aren't household names, but they make the ultra-precise tools used to measure everything from car engines to medical implants. It's a classic Ametek move. Find a niche where you're the only game in town, buy it, and raise the prices. By 2026, these two alone will add over $1 billion to their pockets. It's not flashy, but it's incredibly profitable. Keysight's big move was Spirent. This wasn't about buying a factory, it was about buying the internet police. If you want to build a 6G network or an AI data center, you need Spirent software to make sure it doesn't crash. Keysight is building a software fortress. They don't just want to sell you a box, they want you to pay them a monthly subscription forever just to keep your network running. Look at the balance. Ametek is like a well-diversified retirement portfolio. If the tech world slows down, they still have medical devices and power tools to keep them afloat. Keysight is 70% concentrated in high-tech communications. When the AI sun is shining, they are kings. But if a recession hits, they don't have that medical shield that keeps Ametek safe at night. This is the wow number for Keysight. 35% of their design phase revenue will come from AI by 2026. Every time NVIDIA or Google wants to build a faster data center, they have to call Keysight to test it. They are essentially the toll booth on the highway to artificial intelligence. Without them, the AI revolution literally grinds to a halt because we wouldn't know if the chips actually worked. Let's look at the battlefield. In the sky, Ametek owns the sensors that keep the plane in the air. In the lab, Keysight owns the signals that talk to the satellites. In the hospital, Ametek is inside your body with surgical tools. In the data center, Keysight is the one checking the speed. They've divided the world between physical reality and digital signal. Most people don't realize they use both every single day. 2026 is going to be a busy year. Q1 is all about Keysight finishing their software takeover. By Q2, we'll see if Ametek's new acquisitions are actually printing money. But the real fireworks happen in Q3, when the first 1.6 terabit Ethernet platforms launch. That's the moment we find out if the AI hype is real or if we're in a bubble. And by the end of the year, Ametek will likely have another $1 billion ready to go shopping again. In aerospace, the difference is clear. Ametek deals with physical survivability. Things like, is the engine on fire? Or, do we have fuel? These are things you have to pay for. Keysight deals with electronic warfare. Things like, can we see the enemy radar? These are high-tech upgrades. One is about staying alive. The other is about winning the war. Both are essential, but Ametek's business is much harder to disrupt. If you look at the stock charts, they tell a story. Ametek is a straight line up, predictable, boring, beautiful compounding. Keysight is a roller coaster. When tech is hot, they fly higher than anyone. But when the market gets nervous, they drop. If you want to sleep at night, you choose the navy line. If you want to retire early and don't mind a few gray hairs, you bet on the red one. We've realized something at HDIN Research. Precision is no longer just about the hardware you hold. It's about the software that validates it. We are moving from a world of stuff to a world of signals, and these two companies are the ones holding the keys to both. With global tensions rising, where you make your stuff matters. Both companies have been smart. They aren't just stuck in one place. They've moved manufacturing to Mexico, Serbia, and Southeast Asia. They are tariff-proofing their business. So no matter who wins an election or who starts a trade war, the sensors and the signals will keep flowing. They've built a wall of geography around their profits. It's not all sunshine. Ametek's biggest risk is that they run out of things to buy. The shopping mall might get too expensive. Keysight's risk is AI indigestion. What if the world realizes we don't need 1,000 new AI startups? If that spend slows down, Keysight is the first one to feel the chill. Every titan has an Achilles heel. So the HDIN verdict for 2026? If you're looking for a fortress to protect your wealth, Ametek is your defensive winner. They are the masters of the niche. But if you want to bet on the AI and 6G explosion, Keysight is your alpha challenger. They are the ones building the brain of the next century. One protects you from the storm. The other lets you ride the lightning. Thanks for joining us for this HDIN Research Deep Dive. If you want the full-page report on these two, head over to hdinresearch.com or shoot us an email at sales@hdinresearch.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more industrial intelligence. We'll see you in the next one.